So how do you do it? How do you go on one of these journeys? How do you get to a place where you can have a face-to-face conversation with God in your head? Great question. Let's talk about it. So first things first, intention. And no, intention is not everything. But without intention, you basically have nothing. And what I mean by this is I have taken a lot of shamanic, or a few at least, shamanic journeys in my time where, like, when I first did this, when I did that first guided meditation and met my spirit guide and stuff, like, I just thought this was so cool. Like, I experienced so much magic meeting my spirit guide for the first time and exploring the world that all took place in. And, like, the fact that there was this whole world, and possibly multiple worlds, that I could explore in my mind, lying on the floor of my closet in the dark, and, like, I could, like, have conversations with God. Like, that was fascinating. That was a beautiful escape from going to a Baptist college and taking classes that were depressing. That was a beautiful escape. And I definitely had a few days where, I went my first day and I had a life-changing experience, and I wanted to go back the second day. And I did go back the second day, and I had a successful experience. And then I wanted to go back the third day. And my third day, my goal was just like, this is such a cool escape. It was like almost like playing a video game. It's like, let's turn it back on. Let's go back. Let's go explore the beautiful world. And that was an absolute failure of an experience. I remember it just being chaotic. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't focus on any of the images. I couldn't be present in the world. I couldn't get the world to fully materialize in my vision, in my imagination. And I firmly believe that this is because I didn't actually have a clear intention that was worthy of being in that space. So, I do think you get a few instances of going in just to explore, when you're new to this. But when you start to do it for fun rather than for a higher purpose, I think that they can kind of close that door to you. And I think that's what happened to me. I don't know for sure, but that's what it feels like to me. And other times I've gone in and I maybe had like a question or an intention, or like I knew who I wanted to go speak to. I knew I wanted to get their advice, but I didn't know like what my question was exactly. I just knew I needed help. And on those times, or if I just like had this feeling that I needed help, but I didn't take time to get clear on my intention or my question, like what my question even was or who I even wanted to talk to, when I didn't take time to get clear on that, if I didn't have clarity about my intention or I didn't have clarity about my question, I couldn't maintain clarity in the vision. I couldn't maintain clarity in my sacred imagination to actually do the journey. So I will say that like intention and clarity on your intention is really important. You want that before you go in. And your first time, your intention can just be to meet your spirit guide. And to hear any wisdom anything that they have to tell you, anything that they think that you could benefit from hearing at this point. That's a perfectly valid intention for your first journey. And it's a perfectly valid intention for your 5th journey and your 20th journey, but like, it probably, if you're doing this frequently, that probably shouldn't be your intention every time. They're going to want to know that you're taking some initiative in your life. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
You can hear the rest of the episode and learn more on my podcast, Welcome to Magic School. Welcome to Magic School, where you'll learn how to level up every aspect of your life and make your everyday magical, one step at a time, with magic that works.